Assalamu alaikum, this is Akif speaking from Entrepreneurial Muslim, where our mission is to help you start a business online so you can achieve financial freedom and make money so you can support your family and really make a difference, inshallah. Now, in this webinar, I'm going to talk about how to start a six-figure business online through Facebook marketing in 5 steps. What are the 5 steps to making $100,000 within 12 months? I want to talk about that, inshallah. I promise to give you my proven $100,000 Facebook marketing blueprint that's helped me reach millions of Muslims across Facebook and generate over $1 million in sales across my top legacy students, so you can start a business online, achieve freedom, divorce 9 to 5, become your own boss, inshallah. Okay? If you stay until the end, I have a big surprise. So make sure you listen to this webinar fully and you take lots of notes, because you don't want to miss this, because this could change your life. So I have a big surprise towards the end. So do stay tuned and you'll love the surprise, I promise you. Okay? Please focus, turn off everything else, put your phone on silent, turn off Facebook if you have to. Give me your undivided attention, because this needs focus. If you want to be successful, then you have to focus, inshallah. So make sure you turn off everything and give me your full attention, because I need it. And this is a conversation between just me and you. Okay? Now, let me just quickly introduce myself. My name's Akib. I'm the founder of Entrepreneurial Muslim, which is all around Facebook marketing for entrepreneurial Muslims, so you can grow your Facebook page, build your community, and also get lots of sales to achieve financial freedom, inshallah, so you can leave 9 to 5 and become your own boss, so you can earn a halal income. Across my top legacy students, over $1 million has been generated in the last 12 months. Alhamdulillah. I've been on TV, mashallah, 6 times in the last couple of months on Living the Life TV show featured on Islam Channel. Okay? I'm actually Islam Channel's official social media commentator now as well. And just in the last 4 months, I've made over $400,000 in sales with a net profit of between 15 to 25%, mashallah. I've been blessed to reach millions of Muslims online. I've been a go-to guy for many leading Islamic brands. I've been their go-to Facebook marketing guy. I've worked with Bayna to Al Maghrib to Islam Channel to Productive Muslim. I worked with Working Muslim. I've been blessed to work with Sheikh Mohammed Al Sharif to the Bayna page, to Muhammad Ziyara, to Buna Muhammad, to Yasmin Mujahid, to Muslim Matters. I've been blessed to work with so many leading Muslim names, and I want to share some core strategies with you on how you can make money online so you can achieve financial freedom, inshallah ta'ala. Now, my mission is to help 1 million entrepreneurial Muslims start a business online within the next 10 years. The vision is to help build pioneers across every Muslim industry, because the Ummah has so much potential. We just have to unlock it. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his wife Khadija, may Allah be pleased with her, she was a successful businesswoman. Okay? Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, he was a wealthy merchant. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with entrepreneurship. We just have to change our mindset, inshallah. Now, I've done a lot of things wrong. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've had a lot of failures. But inshallah, you can learn from that and you can avoid making the same mistakes that I made. Okay, it's taken me nearly 10 years to get to this stage. It doesn't have to take you 10 years of sweat, blood, and tears. Okay? I'm going to give you a fast track. I'm going to give you a shortcut. But you have to take action and you have to be decisive, inshallah. Are you with me? Are you going to give me your full commitment? Are you open to change? Because I've done a lot of things wrong. I've made a lot of mistakes. And I don't want you to make the same mistakes. I don't want you to waste tens and thousands of dollars experimenting, testing, because I've already done that, so you don't have to make the same mistakes. They were really painful. Ouch. Subhanallah. Now, after being online for around 10 years, I was online since 2006. There's a lot of excuses, a lot of hurdles, there's a lot of obstacles, there's a lot of excuses we have to cut off. If we want to be successful, then we have to cut off these excuses because these excuses can really mess us up. Excuse number one is I'm just too busy. If you're too busy to invest in yourself, if you're too busy to focus on your growth, if you're too busy to learn, if you're too busy to step up, if you're too busy to raise your game, it's not going to work. You have to take time out. If you're too busy, then, it's not going to work. If you don't have time, then make time. Your akhirah depends on it. Excuse number two is, I will do it later. Yeah, I can become financially free later. I'll pray my salah later, or I'll get married later. This later procrastination bug, we have to get rid of this because procrastination is a big disease. Procrastination is cancer to legacy, is cancer to freedom. We have to take action now. We have to step up now, inshallah. And then you hear Muslims go, it's too expensive, or I can't afford it, or it's too much. Now you have to invest in your education. Cheap is easy to get. If you want to get a cheap car, then just go get a Polo or go get a second-hand car. But not everyone can get a Ferrari. My mission is to help you build a Ferrari sort of brand that has prestige, that is premium. I've been able to take Entrepreneurial Muslim and turn it into a luxury brand. It's the Ferrari of Muslim entrepreneurship. If you want the best, then seek out the best. But it's not going to be cheap because sometimes if you get cheap stuff, then in the long term, it can actually be more expensive because it doesn't work out or it's rubbish or it's low quality. But if you get the best stuff, then you can fast track your success. So you have to change your mindset, inshallah. It's not about expense, it's about investment. And then the next obstacle that people have is, oh, I can't do it, it's too hard. The first stages of anything are going to be hard. You have to invest in your growth. You have to dive in. Don't just dip your finger in the water and go, aye, it's too cold. Actually make an effort to, take risks and make mistakes and fail fast. Then the next excuse people make is, but I don't want to fail. Grow your failure muscle. It's okay to fail. It's okay to mess up. In business, in entrepreneurship, you're going to fail. You're going to mess up. But it's how resilient are you? How much do you really want it? Look at Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How many times did he fail? How many times did people reject him? How many times was he mocked and abused? But subhanallah, he kept patient and look at the legacy he's left. The next excuse is, but I'm not an expert. Why can I teach this or how can I teach this? You don't have to be an expert. Look at business teachers. They're getting paid and they haven't actually set up a business. If I said to you that I've got the best business strategies from the top 10 billionaires from around the world and I packaged it as a PDF guide, would you buy that from me? Of course you would. So you don't always have to be an expert. You're an expert of your life, your perspective. You got to think big. Start believing in yourself, inshallah. Okay? You can do research. You can research the best practices, the best strategies, inshallah. Another big excuse people make when they're first starting out is, oh, my idea's already taken. Oh, they copied me. Oh, I don't want to tell anyone else my idea. That's an amateur way of thinking. If someone else has got your idea, that's great because that means there's a demand for it. Okay, like Facebook marketing, there's a lot of mainstream experts who are teaching Facebook marketing. I've simply brought it to the Muslim space, given it that Islamic touch, that legacy focus, and I've given it my own perspective. And that's what you can do as well. As soon as you understand this one concept, it can take your success to a whole nother level. Then the next excuse people make is, what will he think of me? What will she think of me? Who cares what people think? Think about, pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't worry about what people think. Don't be a people pleaser. Be a Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pleaser. Have sincere intentions to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and things will fall into place. Okay? Then the next excuse is, I need to make money as soon as possible. It's not a get rich quick scheme. If anyone out there promises you the world, promises you $1 million in like 5 days, it's probably a scam and they're probably lying to you. Making money online is like a career. Okay, it's a journey. It'll take a couple of months for you to actually make decent money. If you're just starting out, if you have no experience, just like driving a car, it's a skill, isn't it? You don't just sit in the car and start driving. You got to learn the strategies. You got to make mistakes. You got to give it a focus. You got to work really hard. You got to prove yourself, and then you can start making money, inshallah. Okay, I'm just giving you the reality because a lot of people want to make money quickly, but we're not in dream world. We're in reality world. Initially, you might even lose money. You're gonna make mistakes, but you have to learn how badly do you want it. How determined are you, inshallah? Okay. I discovered this the very painful way. 10 years of mistakes, losing tens and thousands of dollars, and wasting hundreds of hours. I put in so much energy, sweat, blood, and tears. But, I also figured the easy, fast way to get results. And I'm going to share that with you as well, okay? I want to share the painful way, which a lot of people do and they're going to try and they're going to test. And you might actually go through the painful way after listening to this webinar, because you have a mindset issue and you want to stay in your comfort zone. But I want to give you the painful way, but also the fast track way. The fast track way to spend more time with your loved ones. The fast track way to make money online. The fast track way to achieve financial freedom, inshallah. So, the super painful way, are you ready? Don't invest in your entrepreneurial Muslim growth. Okay, that's step number one. You're going to be a person who's like, oh, I don't want to invest. I want to just go onto Google and I want to, just copy and paste things and learn from Mr. Broke. That's fine. If you want to learn Facebook marketing, just type in Google Facebook marketing and thousands of articles will come up. Why do people still learn from me? Why do people pay me thousands just to learn Facebook marketing from me when you can easily get it from Google? The reason people pay me is because of my perspective, because they're getting my personalized strategies, they're getting my critique. And Facebook marketing is always changing. So you want to be up to date with the latest and most innovative strategies. If you want to learn, you have to earn. You have to invest in your growth. That is really important. Step number two is don't get a mentor who can help you achieve results. Go do it yourself. Go learn from, Uncle Broke or, Mr. I'm in debt. That's what a lot of people do. Google's filled with information. If you want to make money, then it's more than information. It has to be a transformation. Do you understand? Then step number three, the super painful way, is don't take risks and go out your comfort zone. Be Mr. Comfortable your whole life. And that's the most painful way because you're not growing, you're not challenging yourself. You're not pushing yourself to the next level. Okay? That's what I did for many years. I never invested in myself. I was like, oh, that's too expensive. Why should I invest in my growth when I can just do it myself and it's going to be cheaper? But hang on a second, it's not going to be cheaper because you'll end up wasting lots of money. You'll end up taking out a lot of time. You'll end up wasting a lot of energy. So in the long term, it's not going to be cheaper. I never had a mentor. There was no one in the Muslim space teaching business or entrepreneurship. I had to kind of figure all of this out myself. And then I didn't take any risks because I was worried what my family would say. I'd worried that I'm going to go broke. But subhanAllah, this is the super painful way. And you can tell by how passionate I am because I want to help and serve you. Okay? Now, do you want the easy way that can help you achieve freedom and divorce 9 to 5? I want to give you the super easy way. But you have to take action and you have to be open to change. Inshallah. Now, I've been blessed that I've been the Facebook marketing go-to guy for many leading Islamic brands. I've been the Ferrari of Facebook marketing, the Lamborghini of Facebook marketing in the Muslim space. Okay, I've been one of the highest paid Muslim Facebook marketer in the world. I've got to work with Islam 21C, Al Maghrib, Peter Gold. I've got to work with Ramadan Legacy. I've got to work with Productive Muslim. I've got to work with multi-million-dollar brands like Amazing.com. I've got to work with Islam Channel, being on TV 6 times. Alhamdulillah. Got to work with Baba Ali. Got to work with Bayna. I was working on Numan Ali Khan's page. Got to work with Sheikh Mohammed al-Sharif. Got to work with Fosis. Now, most of these I worked within a Facebook marketing capacity. So most of these organizations and brands I worked with within a Facebook marketing capacity. But I'm just going to be open. When I worked with Fosis, I spoke at their conference, at their workshop there. That wasn't within a Facebook marketing capacity. And Muslim Community Fund, the charity, That was some Facebook marketing, but it was more fundraising. But I've got to work with many, many Muslim brands, and 95% of the time, it was within a Facebook marketing capacity, alhamdulillah, and they achieved great results, which I want to share with you on how you can achieve good results as well. Now, results are not typical. You're going to see me talk about a lot of big numbers. I want to show you case studies of how my students have achieved great results. Now, the average Muslim will make excuses and lose money because of their negative mindset, getting poor results. Life will simply just get in the way. Results come from hard work and passion. If you're a newbie, if you're just starting out, it's going to take you a couple of months to learn the foundation, to make mistakes, to grow. But you have to be committed. You have to follow a system. And I'm going to give you the system, okay? The word system stands for save, yourself, stress, time, energy, money. Did you know that? I'm going to give you a proven fast track system to help you get results. But what I'm going to teach you, it's not a quick money pill or overnight money success scheme. It's not a scam. It's not a lie promising you millions. A believer cannot be a liar. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always keep us truthful. And I want to be completely transparent, honest and sincere with you, because that's where the blessing is, inshallah. Okay? Now, the 5 steps to making money through Facebook marketing. Here, I'm going to introduce the Paradise Path money system. Okay? This has helped me reach millions of Muslims across Facebook. I did a campaign where I reached 17 million Facebook post views. I've invested over $100,000 within 45 days on Facebook marketing. Can you believe that? That's like £65,000. And I got a good return on that, subhanallah. I want to teach you my 5-step system that across my top legacy students, it's made over $1 million, over £600,000 in the last 12 months. Tell me if anyone else is teaching this in the Muslim space. Who else in the Muslim space has this track record? Who else in the Muslim space teaches this on a strategic, innovative and Islamic level? No one, subhanallah. So inshallah, you're going to get cutting edge premium training through this webinar, and I really hope you take action and go beyond the webinar as well. Okay, so step 1 is passion discovery. What is your passion? What are you passionate about? What are you good at? What sort of story do you have? So for me, it was around Facebook marketing, because Facebook has over 1 billion users. Okay, Facebook has over 100 billion video views a month. Over 500 million minutes are spent on Facebook every single month. Over 600 million mobile users are on Facebook every single month. Okay, did you know back in August 2015, in one day, there were actually 1 billion people logged on to Facebook. So Facebook's this multi-billion-dollar beast, which you can tap into and you have to tap into, which is why I really push Facebook marketing. What are you passionate about? What story can you tell? What are you good at? Do a brainstorm, look at Amazon, look at Google, and do some research. And we're going to talk more about step number 1 in a second. Step number 2 is persuasion power. How can you persuade and influence people? How can you tell your story? How does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell stories? What's your struggle? What's been your biggest achievement, subhanallah? Step number 3 is product development. We're going to mainly focus on information products. I'm not going to go near Amazon because my main experience is with information products. Did you know that the information education industry is worth over $1 billion, not a billion, sorry, over $100 billion online? That's $100 billion. Okay, and you can tap into that just in the Muslim space. It's a multi-million-dollar industry. Can you believe that? So by information products, I mean like ebook, I mean like PDF, I mean like offline, hard copy book, I mean Kindle. I mean something where you can take your information, you can take your expertise, your passion, and package it inside like a product, like an ebook, and you can position it in a way where you're making money from it and it's instant download. It's not like Amazon where you have to there's shipping and then there's like private labeling, and it can become quite time consuming, and then you have to invest in stock, and this is a cost effective, quick and easy way on how you can like do a webinar, to you can do an app, or you can do an online course, or you can do a Facebook mastermind group. So information products are really powerful, and that's what we're going to mainly focus on, inshallah. Then platform impact, how you can leverage Facebook. Facebook marketing is one of the best skills to learn. We're going to talk more about that. We'll talk about email marketing. Did you know that over 60% of people online, they check their emails like every day? You know, millions of emails are being sent out and read every day. Okay, so email marketing is really powerful. And then step number 5 is profit potential. How do you actually make money? How have my students made tens and thousands of dollars, you know, through Facebook marketing? How do you make your first sale? How do you make your first $1,000? Okay, we're gonna talk about that, inshallah. So step number 1 is passion discovery. You know, I'm teaching you a powerful system here. These 5 steps are extremely powerful. Okay, you know, I've spent, you know, around 2 years developing and refining and polishing up the system, but it took me over 5 years to discover this system and to bring it to the Muslim space. And subhanAllah, I've gone through a lot of headache. So I'm going to give you this fast track, simple 5 steps, but you have to take action. So step number 1 is passion discovery. What are you really passionate about? Now, I went from being an Islamic poet to, you know, a multi six-figure entrepreneurial Muslim. When I first started out back in 2006, I was a bit lost and confused. I wasn't quite sure what my passion is. I wasn't quite sure, you know, what I wanted to do, what legacy I wanted to leave behind. There wasn't anyone in the Muslim space teaching entrepreneurship or business or legacy building. So I used to be a poet, and it was quite cool. You know, I used to write poetry, and I was featured in the newspaper like, you know, 7 times in like 8 months. But then I thought poetry is not for me. Then I went into personal development. I ran an organization called I1 Legacy, and subhanallah, it really pioneered personal development in the Muslim space. But then like fame and money got to my head, and yeah, I was quite young at the time, and can I just be really open and real with you? Like, I just want to be really honest. You know, if I constantly talk about my success stories and the money I've made and the people I've reached, then you're not going to relate to that. But if I be honest and open and just share my shortcomings and mistakes, then that's how we build a relationship, and you know, that's more honest and transparent, right? So I had this organization called I1 Legacy, had teams across like 20 countries, and I just couldn't sustain it. I couldn't balance, you know, running a successful organization and having lots of brothers and sisters around me. And yeah, the fame kind of did get to my head a little bit. Like, I was 21, 22 at the time, and all the praise I was getting, it was like, oh my God, there's such a big fitna for me, and had to get away from that, and had to focus on my deen and focus on my family. My health was going down, but I did amazing, mashallah. We had a shahada, even, you know, through our online conference, where I launched and organized a 50 speaker online conference, which I'm sure you probably heard of. And if you haven't, then you've probably been under a rock, or, you know, I don't know where you've been, subhanAllah. So I went from poetry to, you know, personal development, and I kind of went to marketing. And now for the next 10 years, my strict focus will be, you know, Facebook marketing for entrepreneurial Muslim. So what I'm trying to say is your first idea is not going to be your last idea. Okay, the key is taking action, and the key is getting started. Okay, get started, brainstorm like, you know, 5, 10 ideas, and yeah, they might flop, they might fail, but as long as you're taking action, as long as you're, you know, learning, then that's what counts, right? Then step number 2 is persuasion power. How do you persuade and influence? You have to use empathy. Now, I read a book on persuasion like, you know, years ago when I was like 18, 19. I was a bit lost and confused back then. You know, I was introverted. I was a bit like a sheep. But I read this book on persuasion. It was like an award-winning book. And the guy said this equation. It was like a maths equation. It was like empathy plus practical advice equals influence. If you ever want to influence and persuade people, then tell stories and use empathy. Talk about your mess ups, talk about your mistakes, talk about when you lost money, talk about when you got rejected. Be open and sincere, and people can relate to that. And then give practical advice on, bang, this is what you have to do. Okay, here's step number 1, here's step number 2. That's how persuasion begins. Okay? So yeah, I was shy, nervous, introverted like a sheep, and I wanted a way out. I wanted a strategy. I wanted a breakthrough. I wanted a change. So I started to read these books around personal development. I actually bought a book on confidence because I was so insecure about myself, but I wanted to get started. So yes, I got started, and mashallah, getting started was like the best thing I did. I've been online since 2006, back when I was like, what was it, 17. And yeah, I was on Islamic forums, I was doing poetry and writing, got loads of rejections because no one wanted to publish my book because I could write, but I couldn't do marketing. Did you know that 80-90% of your success in business, in poetry, in writing, in anything career related, anything entrepreneurship related, is going to be down to the marketing. If you can position yourself as an expert, then it's the marketing that's going to really push you forward. Then the next step is product development. Create like a PDF. Open up a Word document, create, 3 steps on how to lose weight the Islamic way, or 3 steps on how to bulk up and put muscle on your arms, or 3 steps on how to be a Muslim business coach, or 3 steps on how to be a teacher for children. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you want to solve out there, create a product around it. Do your research on Google and just get it out there. Get it out there. Create like a Facebook group, do a survey, phone your friends, phone your family, phone your pets, like literally phone whoever you can, and like do some research, and inshallah, yeah, it can help you out. You can create a PDF guide, you can create a webinar, use Instant Teleseminar or like Webinar Jam, do some audio recording. The growth comes when you're out of your comfort zone. Do you understand? You have to go out of your comfort zone, inshallah. You can create a online course, whatever you want to do, just get it out there. Do the best research you can through Google. Learn the best practices. That's what I did. I was like, I'm not an expert in Facebook marketing. What have I done? Hey, but hey, Amy Portfield is an expert. Oh, Brian Moran, he's an expert. So let me like study their courses, let me learn, and let me just share their best practices. Pick one thing and go deep, inshallah. Do you understand? And at Legacypreneur University, which is my flagship program, that's mashallah, hundreds of students from around the world, they've gone through that program, mashallah. And it's taken me like 15 months and hundreds of hours to produce and develop. Wanted to make it cutting edge. I even went into a video studio near my house and paid them like, in total like hundreds to thousands of dollars just to get these videos produced. And it's a top video production company. I said about, quality and premium, that if I just went to a cheapo, like, a cheap video studio, which I actually did before, but it's actually more expensive long term because then your stuff looks rubbish and it's wasting your time, and it's a lot of headache. So I went to this premium video production company, which by Allah's plan is actually near my house. These guys have worked with like Nike and Adidas to Apple to top mainstream companies. So Legacypreneur University is my flagship program. Facebook marketing for entrepreneurial Muslims. It's like the Ferrari, the Lamborghini of the Muslim space. Yeah, it took me ages to produce. I was surveying people, people were getting these results. I've got so many case studies from aunties to, 14-year-old students getting results from my program. Alhamdulillah. I live and breathe, the success of my students because they're going to be my biggest legacy. So you can create a simple product and you can get it out there. You can start with a PDF guide, go onto Google and, type in Word doc to PDF converter. Simple, easy, and it's free. Get it out there. You can use Dropbox to upload your PDF. It's really simple ideas which I can help you with, inshallah. Platform impact. Facebook marketing is hot. Facebook marketing is like the best skill to learn, or one of the best skills to learn. With Facebook's, massive growth, with Facebook's massive, leverage and user base, millions of Muslims are using Facebook like every single day. Okay? If millions of Muslims are using Facebook every day, then why don't you leverage off that? Why don't you take advantage of that and raise your game and be on Facebook? Okay, Facebook's like a knife. You can use a knife to kill someone, or you can use a knife to spread jam on bread. It's how you use it that really counts. I said that on Islam channel on Living the Life show, and they were like, "Wow, Akib, you're amazing. Come back again." It was amazing. Subhanallah. I was saying all these lines like Facebook's like a knife, and it's a resource. How resourceful are you? Be resourceful and get your message out there. So when I say platform, I mean Facebook and email marketing. Now, I did a conference like a couple of years ago. It was a 50 speaker online Muslim conference. And mashallah, I've been blessed to organize and launch some of the world's largest Muslim events online. And I won't go into it in too much detail, but this random guy out of nowhere just came on like Facebook comments, and it was like, Akib, I want to say my Shahada. And he had seen the Facebook promotion, and he came on the conference, and in front of everyone he said La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. And do you know what he said? He was like, for the first time in my life I found peace. I'm like 49 years old. I've been mocked and abused. I've been tortured for being myself. I've been mocked, but finally found peace. That's the power of Facebook marketing. That's the power of getting your message out there. It can change people's lives. Now, profit potential, it's all about return on investment. It's all about results. Okay, I spent so many years dead broke. I was reaching millions of Muslims online, had a good presence online, had a really good reputation online, but I was broke. Okay, the core focus has to be on one thing. Focus on one thing. Focus on one income stream initially. Make money from that, and then you can, inshallah, open up more income streams. I'm giving you golden nuggets here, which I wish I had these golden nuggets back when I started, and it wouldn't have taken me 10 years to get to this stage. It would have taken me like a couple of months. Okay? So profit potential. I'll tell you a story. Basically, when I first started out a couple of years ago, this guy had seen my marketing stuff online, and he came to Milton Keynes. He came all the way from Birmingham, which is like 1 hour, 1.5 hours away, and he wanted me to help him with some Facebook marketing stuff. And this is about perception. If people have a good perception of you, then they'll pay you whatever you want. And in my mind, I was like, yeah, pay me £50, that's fine. He was like, I'll pay you £400 if you can help me. I was like, wow, yeah, give me £400. Here's my bank details. Okay, so you have to believe, you're worth it. You're listening to this webinar, so it tells me you're open to change, inshallah. So think big, think outside the box. Believe in yourself. Okay. Now imagine if in 12 months you made $100,000. Like I said, it took me like 5-6 years. I literally went from making £1,500 monthly, $2,500 monthly, to within I went from, let me say this properly, I went from making low money every single month, and then 3 months later, I was getting commission for $50,000. And then all of a sudden, a few months later, within 3 to 4 months, I made $250,000 in 10 days, and that's like, when it comes to Facebook marketing, it's all about exponential growth. It's all around 10xing your results. It doesn't have to take you years, but you have to be committed and you have to be focused. Now, I'm going to give you some case studies because I believe it's all about case studies and results. So in the last, between October 2015 to January 2016, within 4 months, I've been able to make like $400,000 in sales. So like over £200,000 in sales with a net profit of between 15 and 25%. And I'm sharing my case study because you want to learn from someone who's made the mistakes. You want to learn from someone who's achieved the results you want to achieve. I've been blessed to manage and lead multi six-figure Muslim campaigns online, and I want to teach you the strategies behind that as well. Okay, been blessed to reach millions of Muslims across Facebook. Got to work with leading Muslim names. But you know what my biggest achievement is? It's the dua of my parents. Getting your parents' dua is so powerful. Baina, got to work with Baina back in, I think it was 2015, back in January. Using my Facebook marketing strategies, they attracted hundreds of paid Bainer TV subscribers. Okay, here's a testimonial from Arun. He's a former VP of Bainer. Within 3 months, they generated over $30,000. They got a really good return on their investment, and I don't have to read out the testimonial, but Arun was like, I'm very proficient at Facebook marketing. I got to work on Numan Ali Khan's Facebook page, and I was able to accelerate their Facebook marketing paid efforts. Basically, I was driving Facebook ads, Western audience. It was around $1 per email sign up. I was driving clicks onto their video sign up page for Bainer TV, and then through email, it was like an email series taking people to free valuable content around Bainer TV, learning Arabic and the Quran. And then on like the 5th day, Numan Ali Khan was like, sign up to Bainer TV. So it's like a 5-day email sequence, and it was really well executed, mashallah. Okay, so got to work with Bainer. There's one case study. Brother Abdullah, he's 17. He's made nearly $40,000 in sales within 30 days. He's Hafiz Quran. He's one of my top legacy students as well. And yeah, he's very humble, down to earth, and may Allah bless him and preserve him. It always makes me smile when I see young brothers and sisters achieving amazing results. He works hard, and he was like, my mentoring empowered him to think bigger and gave him the motivation to go and, think outside the box. So that's one case study there. Okay, Dawah Man, Imran Mansoor Khan's been one of my top legacy students. We did Smash Your Exams online course. We did the launch for that, and within 7 days we made around like $20,000 in sales, attracting hundreds of students. He's grown a Facebook community of over 100,000 followers by working hard. He was actually one of my first legacy students, and I'm proud of what he's achieved. Mohammed Gaidan, the founder of DeenFit's been one of my top legacy students. Using my proven system, he was able to attract $6,000 in sales within 25 days. He hit just under $3,000 in sales within 24 hours. The founder of DeenFit, he's gonna mashallah become, one of the go-to people for Islamic fitness. So look out for him, and his clients are achieving great results as well. I make dua that he can pioneer the Muslim fitness space, and I hope that you can pioneer your passion as well. Sister Hala Banani, like Bainer was a client, okay? Abdullah was a student, Dawah Man, he's been one of my legacy students. Mohammed Gaidan has been one of my legacy students. Hala Banani has been a client. She made around $15,000 in sales within a few days. Using the Facebook strategy that I provide, driving people from a Facebook ad to an email sign-up page, giving like a lead magnet, a freebie. It could be a PDF guide, it could be a webinar, it could be a webinar replay, and then through email, you actually do a launch for an online program. Using my Facebook strategy, she grew her community by over 50,000 followers within a few weeks, attracting over 5,000 Muslim email readers, mashallah. So she's achieved great results. Zakida B, one of my legacy students, she attracted around $1,000 in sales within her first 7 days. Okay, she's a hardworking sister, fed up of waking up 3 o'clock daily for the past 4 years. She has to travel for like 2 hours just to get to her workplace. She started a halal candy brand. I can make dua for her. Okay, she wants to become her own boss. Ismail, he became a best-selling author through my Facebook marketing strategies, getting around 500% return on investment. He said to me that I think he invested like $100 in Facebook ads, and he made back like $400 back. Okay, now he's looking to scale that up. He invested I think like $1, or was it $5, sorry, and he made back $25. Okay, so there's a good return there of 4x to 5x. Mashallah. And through my Facebook marketing strategies, he was able to get more exposure, and he became a best-selling author as well. He ran a video post, and with a small investment using Facebook ads, using my targeting strategy, he achieved a really good return on that. Okay, and he's been a student, mashallah, may Allah bless him. Now, for the next 10 minutes, there's a big announcement. Door to your financial freedom opens. Big announcement. Okay, are you ready for this? because this could potentially change your life, inshallah. So for the next 10 minutes roughly, I'm going to talk about this opportunity you have to take your learning and your growth much, much deeper, but you have to be serious and you have to be committed, inshallah. Okay, so the big announcement is I want to speak with you personally. I want to speak with you over Skype. I want to break down your biggest challenges, your biggest fears. I want to help you achieve your goals. You know how I spoke about how you need a mentor, you need a coach, you need someone to guide you, you need someone to talk with you who's been in your position who can help you, inshallah, take your finances to the next level. So apply now, inshallah. Just click below to apply and get a six-figure Muslim business breakthrough. This is mainly for people who are just starting out, who are complete newbies, who haven't got an idea of where to start. Maybe you're a little bit confused. Maybe you're not too sure what your passion is. Maybe you're not too sure what to call your business. Maybe you're not too sure what to do. Or maybe, you're 25 years old and you're working in a law firm and your sister and you want to get out of the law firm and you want to set up your own hijab company online. Or maybe you're a brother and you're 31 years old and you're in the UK and your name is Abdul and you want to be a Muslim business coach. Or maybe you're an auntie and you're 41 years old and you're stay-at-home mom and you want to earn a halal income on the side. You want to make some money so you can support your family. Or maybe you're a 17-year-old whiz kid who hates college and wants to be an entrepreneur. Whoever you are and wherever you're from, this Skype session can help you, inshallah. I'd love to speak with you and discuss how we can take your business growth to a whole nother level. It'd be great to speak with you personally and just have a chat. Have a chat on how you can really make a difference. As soon as you click on the button below, then there's four simple instructions. Number one is watch the video. It will be emphasizing what we've not discovered, but what we've spoke about throughout this webinar. Inshallah, it's going to re-emphasize that. There might be a couple of things that are a little bit repeated, but inshallah, it can drill home. It can really drill home the importance of being an entrepreneurial Muslim. Okay. So step one is watch the video on the application page. Step number two is just apply by answering the questions. Step three is watch the I Love Legacy Uni videos. I'm all about proof. I'm all about case studies. If I say it can make money, then I better have case studies. I better have testimonies and reviews. Watch the videos. Watch Dawah Man's video. Watch Mohammed Gaidan's video. Watch other people talking about how they've benefited from my mentoring, from my Facebook marketing support, inshallah, so I can help you as well. And then step number four, you just schedule a call and we can have a chat and we can speak on Skype. It'll be no pressure. It'll be very informal. It'll be relaxed. It'll be friendly. I'd love to speak with you and help and support you for your entrepreneurial Muslim growth. I wish I had this a couple of years ago when I was getting started. There's no role model to look up to. There's no Muslim entrepreneur making six figures, on track to build $1 million brand. There's no one out there for me to look at. I had to go to mainstream people and I hated it because they'll play music at their events, there's free mixing. And as Muslims, we're aiming for excellence. We can't be in that sort of environment. So this is your opportunity to speak with me, one-to-one over a free Skype call. So I highly advise you take advantage of this, inshallah. Schedule in a call on the next page and not on the next page. On the next page, you apply, and then as you as you click to schedule call on the next page, then you go and schedule your call. You'll see my agenda, and yeah, I'd love to speak with you, inshallah. It'd be great to learn about you and what motivates and drives you to build a business online. Is it for your family? Is it to get married? Is it so you can raise pious children? The money is just a resource. How resourceful are you with it, inshallah? I know you're going through a lot right now. You're going through stress, you might be in debt, you might be broke, but you have to, what's it called? Just got my tongue twisted there. You have to invest in your education, sorry. You have to learn before you earn. That's the name of the game, inshallah. It's all about growing, it's all about developing yourself. An entrepreneurial Muslim is the Ferrari of Muslim entrepreneurship in the Muslim space. It's the Lamborghini of Facebook marketing for Muslims. So you can expect to get a premium education, to get, world class training, inshallah. But I have to speak to you on Skype. Take action. Make sure you take action. Don't delay this because it's all down to you. I said one of the biggest excuses people make is they don't invest in their education or they waste opportunity. This is your chance to speak with me over Skype. This opportunity is not going to be open for a really long time. It's only open for a short period of time because once the window closes, I'm going to be focusing on other things. Okay, but this is your chance to speak with me one to one over, a 15 to 30 minute free Skype call so you can talk about what you really want to do, what sort of legacy you want to leave behind, what sort of difference you want to make. You want to make this year the best year possible, so you have to invest in your education. You have to learn before you earn. Okay? By the way, it's all about learning. It's all about your growth. Inshallah. I'm here to support you as best as I can because you have to learn. Inshallah. What challenges are you facing? Is it family? Is it friends? Who is your biggest critic? Who is your biggest setback? It's yourself because you're not taking action. What will it mean if you can make an extra $1,000 in the next 30 days? Or what about $5,000? What about $10,000? Chances are that's not going to happen if you're completely new and you're just starting out. It might take you a couple of months, but I mean, if you're like Zakida, she made $1,000 in her first 7 days. Okay, but realistically, me being completely honest and transparent, you're not going to make $1 million in your first 24 hours, okay, or your first 30 days. Okay, it takes time. You need to give it, a few months. You got to learn the information. You got to build a foundation. This is about building a long-term business. And I'm here to be completely honest and completely transparent and sincere with you because as a Muslim, that is my duty because there's a lot of scammers out there, subhanallah. There's a lot of lies and there's a lot of delusion out there. I want to be straightforward. I want to be honest, inshallah, that this is an opportunity that is proven. It has a track record. Over $1 million has been generated across my top legacy students, within the last 12 months. So it's a proven system, but you have to learn before you earn. You don't just get inside a car and start driving. You don't just go to university and become an accountant, okay? It's a process. There's a system, okay? There's tips. There's a strategy behind it. It's like a career. You have to take it seriously. So inshallah, if you're serious about your growth and you want to get a breakthrough, then just click below. Click below to apply. You might not be able to speak with me over Skype. It depends on how good your application is. But I do my best to speak to as many people as I can. Okay, but just like a Ferrari isn't for everyone, just like a Lamborghini isn't for everyone, you got to prove yourself. You got to prove yourself. You have to stand out, inshallah. And you have to aim for excellence. Set your minimum standard in your finances, in your deen, in your marriage, in your family affairs. Set your minimum standard as excellence, inshallah. My mother taught me from a young age. She taught me this lesson. When I was 4 or 5 years old, she taught me to seek knowledge. She was like, Beta, son, seek knowledge. Knowledge cannot be stolen. You got to start reading books. You have to change your lifestyle. You have to raise your standard to excellence. And I hope that I can help you, inshallah. I'll do my best to give you my best advice so you get that financial breakthrough, just like many of my students and also my clients as well. But just click on the button below, watch the videos. There's a video from Dawah Man, there's a video from a number of my students who have achieved amazing results through my mentoring, through my Facebook marketing strategies and advice. It works, but you have to make it work. The reason it might not work for you is if you sit back and do nothing. Okay? If life gets in the way, if you don't take action, that's when it's not going to work. But you have to be committed. You have to do a little bit every day. Okay, a few hours every week will make a difference, inshallah. So I'm gonna go now. So I'll see you on the next page. Click below to apply, and I'll speak to you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.